Hi Anand. I thought today we will talk about something that's been happening in Amazon in US in the recent few days. They managed to form their first union in a New York warehouse, I think it was.
Mm,
So I thought we'll talk about the history of unions.
mm,
Why is unions important? Why it is a fundamental institution that's required
mm.
in companies.
No, see, there are both, it cuts both ways.
Okay,
Like we talk about rise and fall, there is also the rise and fall of unions.
true.
So, no institution can become too powerful.
Checks and balances.
There's a check and balances. If unions become too strong, then productivity goes down, labor becomes too strong, and the economy goes for a toss. That is what happened in England between 1970s and
When Thatcher came and
Thatcher came and broke the
broke
back
everything.
of the coal unions
Yes.
and the transport union. So that is a strong union. Now we have swung
To the extreme.
extreme where you have no unions. And you have no unions, they have bargaining powers. So unions don't have any bargaining power. And this crisis in America has been brewing for some time. Because what happened is companies have not been rewarding labor enough.
Yeah, basic human rights are not being given.
So I don't know whether basic. I have not lived in America, so I don't
Okay.
know.
I mean, from whatever we read in the media.
No, you have more travel than me. So what happens is they have been living in very low wages,
Correct.
and wages in America
And even
have
the environment which they've been working in is very hostile.
very hostile. What is the work in Amazon? Either you're on the tech side, then you are rewarded like a king.
King, yes. If you're a
Options.
programmer and you're a back-end programmer,
You're a back-end programmer, you're a technologist. Then you keep making bets like Blue Origin and uniting the world.
but
But
if you
at the
are
heart, what is Amazon? Amazon is a company that
pushes boxes,
pushes boxes,
logistics.
logistics company that requires labor.
Yes.
You have rewarded your shareholders with huge returns. You have rewarded your particular class of employees with
Employees,
stock options and other things. But the bulk of your employees who man your warehouses, you treat them like
slave. No, you can't say slave.
it is modern slave labor. You pay them less than, I think it was $15. I don't know the numbers, but I think it was around $15 an
They're
hour
very appalling conditions.
in appalling conditions. And during the pandemic, they made it extremely difficult conditions to make them work. They work inhuman hours, and you're not paying them enough. And this is not only true of Amazon. This is true of Walmart, and this is also true of Starbucks.
Absolutely. But
So
in India also we have had a very turbulent relationship with unions, right?
no,
Some
India has killed manufacturing because of unionism.
it's other extreme.
That's the other extreme. So
In contrast,
nobody in their right mood, even today, will set up a manufacturing in India unless you are protected by the local state government.
what's happening in West Bengal? What we talked about recently.
What I talk,
IFBA,
IFB,
Agro.
agro company, which was extorted and paid. So most of the manufacturing in India has come where labor is very small component. Like in automobiles, only 4% of the total cost of an automobile is labor,
Labor,
and
yes.
so you are able to do it. We are able to manufacture that. Even that in Manasar, in a Maruti plant, we know what happened
Yes.
because of the difference between a contract labor and a permanent labor. Both were doing the same job. One guy was paid 8 times the other guy. These distortions came because you unionized the normal labor. So you didn't want to add more union because it was too costly. You took non-unionized labor.
True.
Okay. So this is inside where India has done well in one particular place. The other thing in Nokia we said was held up as a great example. Nokia shut the factory and went in here,
Run away, yes.
ran away. And Apple's
Foxconn.
Foxconn, you saw the appalling conditions. So all this is reflection of what I spoke yesterday with you, is that the wealth gap
Yes, it's stretching.
is stretching.
It's about to snap.
It is all this unionization you are talking in Starbucks, which I talked about, which now you have brought about with Amazon, is all because of the capitalists not wanting to reward labor enough
Fair in a fair manner.
in a fair manner. So so far it was so good because everything was coming from China.
True.
So you didn't have to manufacture in America. You don't have to manufacture in India. China is basically slave labor, and you are just enjoying the fruits of it.
Absolutely right.
Right now, even logistics companies, where they are just taking and packing boxes, you don't want to pay labor.
You want to maximize your profit.
You want to maximize your profits. So the solution to all this is what Rajan and Subramaniam have been saying for a long time, is having a system of universal basic income.
Correct.
Even Gates has talked about it. As robots do more and more work, the bottom half of the society or bottom quarter of society needs to have a guaranteed basic income. If you don't have a guaranteed basic income, this is what is going to happen. So it's high time the capitalists take less and the labor gets more. That in crux is the problem. That is, I cannot have so much retained profit. I have to give back to
Again, it's
some labor.
problem of share. I mean, the question of sharing.
So the question of sharing between the haves and the have-nots, and which side. In America, it's showing up because you don't have an authoritarian government. If you have an authoritarian government,
like in China, we don't know.
Like
that.
China, across the globe, including our own India,
True.
No talking. Media will say, like, if you are living in India, you are seeing media, you believe there is no inflation.
Yes. Though you're going to the petrol bunk every day and see the rise in fuel costs, you still think
there is no inflation in India. Everybody is happy.
Yeah.
Everybody is happy. Right?
Yeah.
So, this is an authoritarian regime which is favoring.
Yeah, but all authoritarian regimes were voted in. Even Hitler was voted in.
No, I'm saying he might get voted again.
Yes, it's democracy.
So does not mean that if you win, you are right.
That's true.
Right?
But it's the mood of the people.
It's the mood of the people. Sri Lanka is paying a heavy price.
For the mood they had.
Yeah.
2 years back.
Yeah. Pakistan is paying a price.
True.
The Russians are paying
a price.
And they still don't think they are paying enough.
Yes.
So Russia will pay a price to the end. Whatever happened in Bucha, that is war crimes.
War crimes.
So you have to face the music. So the common Russian is paying the price. Here also, everywhere also.
So the source of all these issues is because of the wealth gap. Capitalists not refusing to shareholders.
The capitalists not sharing enough with the labor class. And you are creating so much money, and that money, and you are distorting markets so that the capitalists are rewarded.
And the labor
because cost of borrowing is very low. Who can borrow? Only the rich can borrow. Yes. Right?
People who don't need to borrow are allowed to borrow.
Are allowed to borrow at very low rates. And people who need the money have no access to it. That's the problem.
Okay. So anyway, interesting conversation about unions and the history of unions and what's happening in the US and what's happened in India. Thanks, Anand.
Thank you. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this video, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time a video comes out. If you do like the content, kindly consider sharing with your friends and relatives. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.